Hello everyone, I'm Grandmaster Mon Hambleton and welcome back to Building Habits. In this series, I'm going to teach you some fundamental habits to improve your chess game instantly. Starting as if I'm a complete beginner, I'm going to climb up the ranks using only these simple habits. However, to keep it realistic, I have to follow a strict set of rules to simulate what it's like playing at each level. Remember, the goal is not to win every single game, but to teach you fundamental, high percentage moves that are correct most of the time. As my rating rises, the habits will become more advanced and the limitations will start to fall off naturally. We are at level 2 of building habits, which means the biggest differences from level 1 are pre-moving when you're low on time and learning basic tactics. This is a huge addition, so you need to study your tactical patterns. These 2 changes will make a big impact in your games. Now, let's get into the chess and learn how to build good habits together.
It's a big moment. We're at 7:05. Are we going to drop back into the 600s game number 1? I'm nervous. First game of the day never goes well. Doesn't matter what rating I'm at. Let's make sure we're following these new habits correctly. But at the start, as I said, you're not going to see much different. Speaking of much different, have we even seen this opening? I don't know that we have, right? I'm trying to think back. Did we encounter this at all in the entire series? I genuinely don't think so. Maybe it's fortunate for us that we didn't. Okay, obviously bringing the knight out. We got the other knight out. Here we go. Knight needs to move. Okay, center. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, great start. Yeah. Looks like we're going here, guys. We're definitely... That's a last resort. Going to the side like that. Yeesh. Trying to survive here. Okay, the bishop is coming out. First thought, I mean, put that knight there. Pawn in the center. That is right where I want to be. And to be honest, I'm not enjoying that knight out there. I'm bringing it right back into the action. That is a trade, which means immediate capture. We have our bishop that we need to get out. So let's go ahead and do that. Right? Still, we're being conscious here. Being conscious. The bishop needs to move. We never move in front of the pawn to attack the center. So this one, I think, does make the most sense. And obviously we want to get castled. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, once we're castled, most important thing, are we going to play d6? Well, I think even in level 1 habits, we would play d5. But also, d5 does make quite a lot of sense because we don't have a pawn in the center. And we always need a pawn in the center. So I think this goes without saying. Okay, got the pawn out. Now, in terms of the order of moves, because we are so familiar with the habits, we know exactly where everything wants to go, right? So if we have these 3 moves, we know for a fact that we need all of them. What we're going to start doing in level 2 is playing a bit more aggressively. Now that means instead of doing this, why not take advantage of a move you know you're going to play? You know you're going to play it, right? The rook's going to go to the middle, but it's a big difference if you do it after they castle, because then you're not checking the king. So if there's ever an opportunity to bring the rook to the middle and check the opponent's king, that's going to become an instant move, right? That's always going to be good. So we're going to go straight for it. Bishop needs to develop. Let's get it out. But important to, be mindful of the order of the moves. Okay, the bishop takes on d5. We're going to make sure to not forget the basics. The snorkel. Okay, queen takes here, which means I will happily collect my free piece in the center. Other rook coming into the middle. Okay, pawn up. Obviously, our bishop has to move. That's the center. Same thing as that bishop. Feels like just dropping this back is the way to go. Don't forget, knights move backwards. Oops. Don't blunder that. But yeah, rook coming into d8 here, as you guys may be able to predict. Okay. And we still have the, like, hopefully you guys know what I mean. You still recognize the skeleton of the position, right? We're still playing around the center, still got the h6 snorkel. I mean, this is just level 1 stuff. This is just level 1. Give me that. Give me that. Let me take that from you. That's just a free knight. I don't even need to be at level 2 here. What are we talking about? The guy's really, honestly, is he here? Because he's only got 1 legal move. So the fact that it's not happening makes me think he's maybe not here. I don't know. We might have lost him. There's only 1 move possible. Like, if you click the king, you'll only see 1 dot appear. If you got the setting that shows you all legal moves. Maybe he thinks it's checkmate. And he's reporting the game to chess.com right now. That's possible as well. I feel like the game would have abandoned right now if he disconnected. So I feel like he's not disconnected. I feel like he's just sitting there staring at the computer and hating that habits work so goddamn well. There we go. Okay, we're up against Steve-O, but we got the white pieces here, and we're gonna stick with our openings. Knights first, right? Just like level 1, out comes that bishop. The castling. In with d3. This is where I would say we can really just stretch the limits a little bit. Level 1 would never feature this move. Wow, look at us go. Bishop g5. Wow, that feels great. Okay, now I have to trade. Okay, now snorkel. Rook to the middle. I liked level 1 better. Yeah, I liked level 1 better. What? I must be missing something. Yeah, level 1, yeah. Okay, hang on a sec. We might be, might be in a little bit of trouble here. Excuse me, yeah, can I downgrade? Yeah. No, no. No, I don't want to be first class, no. Yeah, no, I would like to sit at the back, please. I'm not enjoying this. Don't know what's happening here, but this attacked 3 times and I'm getting absolutely cooked. I don't even, like, we can't take. This is level 1 we can't take, but we're just getting annihilated here. Dude, what do you want from me? This is horrible. I don't have a move. Can't take. Don't want to move any pawns in front of our king. We could do this and bring the rook over, but man, we're just getting rinsed that way. Maybe this? Try to defend the only move that I can see that defends it? Man, okay, we got to review this game because I feel like I'm in, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I'm in level 2, but if you rush there too fast, you won't be applying it correctly. So there's something we're missing here, and we're going to figure out what it is after the game because this has been a disaster class. Okay. Truly not sure what that move is all about. For now, let's move into the center, see what's happening. Okay. I mean, I feel like I can barely move anything here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're defending a little bit here. I'm gonna try to bring the rook in. Best I got. Yeah, Steve-O is not going easy on us. There's a reason we're down quite a lot of time here against Steve-O. Okay, this is being hit, which means, I guess, only square available is this one. And now, hey, one thing at least we do know. I do know my snorkels. That's level 1, baby. Not to be missed. Not to be missed. Okay, let's go ahead and take that back. Snorkel, but man, I don't feel any good things happening here. Bishop takes. This is like there's almost no way out. Like I can't take that. The most illegal decision. And our rook's also attacked, so We have to save the rook here. Can't just be losing the rook for free like that. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I mean, this is different than red dot. This is like big red dot. Okay, timeout. Ref, timeout. Timeout. Gotta bring the circle together. Timeout. We need to huddle after that. This doesn't feel like an improvement. So what am I missing here? Why is it called level 2? There can't be anything wrong with this. Everything was good until we did that level 2 move. And everything was good after the level 2 move, until we did this. So hang on a sec. This was good, this was good, and this was bad. Stay with me if you can. If this was good and then this was bad, maybe I should not do the bad one. Maybe the whole reason that we're developing aggressively is because we've actually got a tactic going on. That's why I was so confused. There's a tactic in the position. This is a pin. So there's no point in taking and ruining my tactic. It's a pin after all. Obviously, developing aggressively and then just taking is going to be worse. Truly, it's going to be worse. I may as well, at that point, stick to level 1. Seriously. Right? We're not gaining anything by pinning that piece and then just trading it away. At that point, I'd rather trade my bishop for that bishop, right? But look what our opponent did. This one. And honestly, this guy's 700, so I think I could learn a thing or two from him. You know, so he keeps the bishop by going back here, and then he just destroyed me by bringing the knight in because he's just adding more pressure to that pin. And we haven't used tactics before, so this is all new to me. Instead of taking here, what if we just did the same thing? We could just do the exact same thing he did. And hey, we have the white pieces, so we're faster. And if this happened, we could keep the pressure, right? Even if it happened here. Because if I have a tactic in a pin, why would I just give it up? Tactics are good. I want to keep the tactic. I want to keep the pin. So this is what I mean when I say you activate level 2, you better be ready to handle it. With great power comes great responsibility. No point in pinning if you're just gonna take it. And if you are gonna take it, you better get something back for it. Like, for example, in this case, this is fantastic. I'm happy to take now because I'm getting something back. But in this case, what did I achieve? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I helped him develop it, if anything. If we're gonna be embracing level 2 habits, we need to make sure that when we get a pin, we keep the pin. Time in, circle dismissed. That's a big one to write down. But we got our ass handed to us, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Pawn in the center. Let's do this thing. Okay, gonna get our knights out here. And remember, we're gonna develop a little bit more aggressively, which means, you know, if I see a position like this, my opponent's not touching the center at all. Yeah, I'm not just gonna play D6, I'm gonna play D5. Why the heck not? Start to play more aggressively. If you can get both your pawns in the center, like just as a rule in chess, that's almost never going to be bad, right? Why would you not? Chess is all about the center, so of course, if I can get both my pawns in there, I'm gonna be pretty happy. Let's get our bishop out. Obviously, we got our other bishop out as well. We can castle, snorkel, all that good stuff. Okay, bishop is being attacked. We have the center to consider. Now in this case, we could go here, we could go here. In general, if this one's available, I pretty much go for it. You could make a case for both of them, but I think it's fair to say this one is a little bit more central overall. The winner of this game becomes a 700. I didn't realize the stakes were so high, but thank you for reminding me. Castle. Oh, obviously trade, that never stops. Snorkel. Now that our bishop needs to move, can it go here? No. So we'll stick to the usual. Rook to the middle, queen up. You know how it is. Whoa. Okay. All right. We'll take. Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of keep going with our plan here of bringing the rook to the middle. Okay. You guys checking me here. Let's just go here. He's checking me. We're going to move out of the way. Okay, let's bring that rook in. Kind of like that one. Okay, take that. And take that. Okay, our knight's being hit. I'd like to go into the center, but we can't. So I guess we're going here. Had to move the knight there. Okay, king's checked. One dot, one move. Let's just go ahead and play it. Okay. Rook over to h4. And it doesn't look like we have anything to do but our usual. I mean, bring that queen in, hitting the center. Seems like the most logical thing to do. Offer a trade of queens. We've got an extra piece if we count these up. So yeah, let's go ahead and make sure that we take care of some of the firepower that's hitting us down the h file. Queen f6. Offer a trade. I don't mind that at all. Probably the most important thing you could do in chess is offer a trade as soon as your opponent has sacked a piece. Okay, one dot, one move. I suppose there it is. That guy's really making a lot of threats. What's he gonna come up with here? I have a feeling he's probably gonna go here. Okay, he goes rook to e1. Man, we get to utilize everything here. The queen goes into the center, checks, and it's a fork. It's a Christmas miracle. Yeah, let's take something. Let's show off our new forking skills. I'm the forking best at forking. Feels good to be on offense. Boy, it does. Okay, slides the rook over. I was talking about bringing my knight into the middle. I think we can finally finish that plan off. This is kind of what I wanted to do before. I mean, bring the knight in. So we'll just do that. Okay, one dot, one move. Just go ahead and lock that in. And okay, we have many a move here. Queen's checking us. It feels like we're kind of on the run here. Don't think we want to get in the habit of that. So I will go here. Okay, obviously a trade. I'm the first person interested in a trade. Queen into the center of the board. It's a check. I mean, that's just a winning move. That's a winning move. I'll do that every time. So we have the center under control. I mean, king is not gonna lie, feels a little bit better tucked away. And for the first time ever, we have castled king side and ended up on the queen side. Only took 29 moves, but we did it, folks. We castled twice in the same game. Queen is being attacked. Where to go? Center, I guess. It's the only central square I really have available. Okay, I'm not sure I can actually stay in the center, but I can certainly offer him a queen trade and remain central. Okay, and let's complete the tuck of our king. There we go. And wow, it feels good. Just as soon as I see attack, it just clicks. I know exactly where they are. The knight, the fork, and we can even conclude this game with a snorkel on this side. We castled here, snorkel. Now we're castled here, snorkel. Don't mind if I do. And we can finally become a 700 again. Let's take the material and conclude with a snorkel where we started. There we go. All right, I feel good about that one. Maybe we can double the rooks. RPMs on this side. There we go. Such a late snorkel. We did 2. Come on, give me a break here. And we're finally a 700 again. But this time I'm a 700 on level 2 habits. So it feels different. It feels like more of an achievement. The difference being taking the center like this. Really appreciated remembering to do that. Now, if your opponents are going to be sacrificing on you, it's important that you know what your goals are. Okay? It's very important that you understand how to handle people that play this. Because guess what? You're only 700. Would you think it's fair that maybe 1 in every 5 games we see this? It sounds like that's probably true from what I remember. That's, that's 20%, right? They just take it anyway. It started to be so often that I started to say, well, maybe this is a tactic because it's making them all capture it and we just end up a piece. I think you'd agree that this is quite scary still, and a lot of bad things can still happen to you. How can we reliably deal with people that sacrifice on h6? I'm not talking about in this position, what should we do? Although we can use it as an example. I'm talking about anytime it happens, how can we handle it confidently? You got to slap them? I mean, sure, but I mean after that. One of the most important things to always look for is a queen trade. So that should be top of your mind. If you can get a queen trade, great. If we play here and then here to get a queen trade, unfortunately, we lose our knight and we're not going to be hanging pieces. So in order to get a queen trade, we have to move our knight. It's the only way, right? In the game, we played knight here and queen out. So that's something to keep in mind. You can move your knight and bring your queen out to f6 where it was to get a nice trade. Or you could move your knight here and then also bring your queen out. Same idea. So moving your knight becomes pretty interesting for us as soon as someone sacrifices. It also allows us to tuck our king behind the knight right here. So we're not just like completely wide open. It's almost like a little bit of shelter for us. And on top of that, the last idea to keep in mind is to bring the bishop back here. Bishop back here is going to hit the queen, right? The queen is going to have to move. And no matter where the queen moves, on the next move, you can put your bishop in front of your king, once again, providing a bit of shelter. So it's no surprise that the moves we're considering both have to do with providing our king shelter, which is the number one thing we lost when they sacked their bishop. So we're looking to use some of our pieces to provide shelter for our king. And of course, we're looking to trade queens at all times. That's just the truth, right? Let's jump into the next one. We ended up winning this game. But man, it didn't feel that easy. We got a nice little fork in there. I think that was the difference maker. And we really just stayed central and used a tactic at the end. Knight d3. Okay, we're up against another 700. What can we do? e5. Let's bring the knight out. The other knight's going to follow. Here it is. Okay, bishop there. Let's hit him with this. h3. He takes. Obviously, we'll take it back. We want to castle here. We want to play d3. And again, it feels like we've done a pretty good job, right? Can't complain here. Let's get out to our... Wow, look how far we got out there. I love it. Okay, pawn there. Let's take. Gonna go ahead and grab that. Let's take this. Okay, let's take this. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that free piece there. Sorry, how did I end up down a piece? All I did was take things. I took, and I took, and I took, and I'm losing. Every move that I did, take, and somehow I'm losing. I'm not sure how the math works out there, but must be just some 700 stuff. Well, let's trade here. bring the rooks to the middle. I'm baffled by that. Doesn't seem fair when you think about it. Player A takes something from his opponent every turn and ends up behind. Let's hit the RPMs, I guess. Hey, RPM for you right there. Yep, something special. Oh, okay. More RPMs. We're not stopping. Hey, that's a take. Bishop needs to move. I guess we'll stay central, meaning like this square just because it hits the center, as opposed to this one where it does not. Usually going to be what we do. Okay, bring the king in a little bit. That trade is one we're going to go for. Continue to bring our king in. Okay, I guess we'll play rook here. Okay, king takes. And what can we do here? We are down a piece. We know that. We've been down a piece since the start. What can we do? King into the middle, I suppose. Can we use our king as a weapon? I don't know. It's the end game, so I feel like I'm not crazy to do this, although I could be overextending a little bit. Okay, the bishop goes back. I mean, we're in the end game, so what can we really do? Time to use this rook a little bit. There's also RPMs to be made. I kind of like this one because start to just push this pawn, get it going a little bit. I don't mind this at all. Bishop's hit. Okay, we need to move. Let's go into the center. And I mean, I guess we'll keep pushing. Okay, king's attacked. Let's go here. Staying central. Jeez. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? I guess gonna have to attack the center with this one. Okay, bishop's hit. He's not giving me a second here. I guess we'll stay central once again. Okay, he pushes. I guess we just... I mean, I've been RPMing, so I suppose we'll just keep doing it. We'll just keep going. Okay. Gotta move this rook. You attack me, I attack you. Is that fair? Okay, we'll just stick with the RPM here. Wait a minute. You're telling me Lil Bro can't stop the pawn? You're telling me the pawn went all the way? You're telling me the habits took us to the promised land once again? The RPM brought us home? Who believed back when I pushed c4 that we would just walk all the way to the finish line? Okay, we have a rook takes d3 move. That's not gonna help you there, bud. Because guess what? You still got the same problem. Oh my god, he couldn't even stay on the screen. Get him out of there. The habits remind us once again. Keep your stick on the ice and they won't let you down. Let's go. The habits brought us a nice dub there. Just RPM up the board. I mean, the 700 here, it's like, just had no concept of this pawn. And he just walked up the board and won the game. I can't believe it. It was that easy. Zergs 337. All right, we're gonna match the center pawn. Bishop out, knight out. We've gotten pretty good at this, right? I mean, this is level 1 stuff. You think you're getting me with that? Buddy, I am a veteran. Pawn to a6, you're not getting me that easily. We go with the knight. Time for that bishop to get out. e6 coming. All the usual business. Are the habit series happening weekly? I'd damn near say they might be daily. Bishop is hit. Into the center we go. Okay. Knight in. Bishop here, and oh. This is an interesting moment. What do you spy in this position? What do you spy in this position? We're in level 2 after all. We are split here. We have a discovery, not a fork. Our fork would fall flat. Our discovery, now there's something we can be proud of. And look at this. I'm almost more proud of him. I think I'm more proud of him. To play bishop g3 like that. Damn. That's huge from the guy. Well, let's make sure to keep following those habits. We're going to take here. Obviously, we hit him with a fancy move, but we're just going to lock back in, right? We can't get carried away here. Takes, bishop out. Okay, pawn up. Let's get castled. Okay, what did I say? Anytime you can bring that rook to the middle when the king is still there, do it. Do it. Let's get the snorkel in. Queen up, rook over. Looking good. This is what we want here. Got this. We've got the snorkel. Everything's developed here. I like it. Okay. Knight into f5. I mean, he's hitting my bishop, but I'm not sure I really care, to be honest with you. I'm gonna hit him with a couple RPMs. He takes. We're just gonna take back. RPMs. Going strong here. They haven't left us. Ooh, clever. Well, I think it may be time to maybe go for doubling. It's on an open file, so that feels extra good. Okay, got the rooks doubled. What else can we do? I'm trying to think of my next move, honestly. What do you guys think? Because, I mean, the center's right here, but I can't use it at all. Like, I can't put anything in there. Yeah, I actually don't know. Also, wouldn't mind a trade here, but that also looks reasonably difficult to execute. I guess we'll just keep moving our pieces forward. Hit some pawns here. Do our best. I wouldn't mind some trades. We'll stay using these stacked rooks. Okay, there's a trade. We're not going to shy away from that, right? Trade, yes, sir. What are we going to do next? I mean, again, I'm in the same predicament where I feel like I don't really know what to do. So, I mean, rook in again. I'm not too sure here. Really don't know. Bishop moves. Yeah, my knight. It feels like my damn knight. Like I just can't do anything with it. Something up here. Okay, I'll move my queen into the center. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. Don't mind if I do. Use our queen to clean up everything that's left over, and that is going to be a resounding victory. Nice. Trust me, no one is above the habits. Everyone can use a refresher. E4. Knight f3. Let's stick to the habits here. Bishop out. We've seen this before. I'm feeling good. Yes, take. No problem. It's time to get castled, folks. Okay, we got a trade to make there, and obviously our knight's attacked. We look for the center first, know where to go. Next best square, keep it moving. Okay, time to get h3 in. Our snorkel. Our bishop doesn't have these available, but hey, we can move a little bit further this time. I don't mind that at all. Look at us. Look at us. Okay, well there's a trade for sure. Bishop for bishop, no problem. Let's bring the rooks in. Very nice. And it's almost time for the RPMs. Hang on a sec. You're starting some RPMs first. If I don't get my RPMs out quickly, I might not have any. Hold on a sec. Has this guy got the RPM playbook from me? What the hell? I'm trying to finish bringing the rooks to the middle, but hold on a second, buddy. He's really clocking some RPM. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna get there first. No. You're not out RPMing me, man. I wrote this book. RPM is a random pawn move, not to be forgotten. Random pawn move. All right, I think it's time for me to get my rook into the middle now. I guess the RPMs they're done. They're taken care of. Safe to just finish this up here. Rook into the middle. Yep. All right, and what are we gonna do now? At this point, I would probably think like double the rooks, maybe. Don't really know what to do with this knight. I guess we'll move this queen, maybe double the rooks. I'm kind of stuck for an idea. Okay. Well, give me a second here. Give me a second. I know we're only talking about a pawn here, but hey, it's a fork, right? A little something here. Thank you very much. Let's take that. Yeah. Not so bad after all. I know I only won a pawn there, but please, let me have this moment, all right? It means something to me. Yeah, I went all the way to level 2. I unlocked tactics, I did the whole thing just to win a pawn. Thank you very much. Okay, what can we do here? I was thinking about doubling, so I guess maybe we can stick with that. Rook up. It's our queen's turn to move, and we see a guy with no snorkel. Put him in the dirt every single time. Remind him why we have this beautiful move right there. Let him know. Beat him so bad that he's gonna always get the snorkel out. All it takes is one bad experience. When you have that near-death experience, you're deep waters, no snorkel, trust me, every time you're there next time, you bring the snorkel. $730. Big. Always punish those who do not bring a snorkel. Gotta bring it. We got ours. Onward. It's Hector. Okay, let's match him in the center here. The knight. Come with our knight and familiar. We've gotten good at this though. I don't let it phase us. Immediate queenside snorkel so we don't deal with that. Knight's out. Oh, I was gonna say bishop out, but we can't go there. So let's use some of our new habits and maybe go a step further. I don't know about this. Feel uncomfortable already. Oh, we can take and double the pawns, and it's not pinned anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that and bring the pawn up. Obviously get our other bishop out. Now I feel like it's back to normal. Okay. And we want to get castled here. Oh, red dot. Think we might know our next move here. All right, well, considering the red dot here, I'm going to immediately move this. Follow a habit that we sort of came up with together. Man, this has been, pretty tough to deal with. Okay, make sure to get that snorkel in nonetheless. The rooks still want to come to the middle. And there's a trade for us, so, don't mind if I do there. Rook on into the middle. Exclamation mark fiddle. Okay. Very interesting from Hector. I'd love to bring the rook into the middle, but I think I'm about to play a rather lame move just out of, the fear of my king. I mean, if he's doubling up, I feel like I got to add a little bit of support to this pawn right here. And at all costs, if I can avoid the double snorkel, I always will. Sometimes it's necessary, but I think at this point, we got to play a little defense. Man, I am not enjoying this position, though. I castled into that open line, and basically I've hated my position ever since. But we're going to try to be as habitual as possible. This move is very off script for us, but you know what? Got to take care of your king. Most important, you're going to lose the game if you get mated. So we'll do this just to protect. Maybe just start with the RPMs next. That's the best I got. There we go. He's got the snorkel up for himself as well. Respect. Okay, red dot. Red dot? No. Well, good talk. This is what I call an unavoidable red dot. Okay, well, we know we're supposed to move away from this, but we literally can't, so I suppose if we lose, we lose. Took forever to get to 700, and we're flying towards 800. I mean, that does make a little bit of sense, right? We unlocked new habits at 700. I hope that we get, a little more going on here. All right. What else do we got? I've had bad experiences putting the knight on the side of the board. I want to move my knight so we can continue the RPMs, random pawn moves, but I'm going to stay central. I can't go here, can't go here. I have no more RPMs to make. So I'm going to make a move that is, at the very least, central and opens up my pawn. All right, queen move. Don't really have an option to go central there, so I'll just do this one. Okay. Time to push our pawn here. RPMs, 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 RPMs. Very annoying, this this rook there, but hey, do what you gotta do. Bring our knight back. This has not been a good game for me. The knight back at least controls those central squares again, so that feels pretty good. Our opponent's been playing pretty well. He kind of made some initial threats against our king, and then he hasn't gone back there, so I'm kind of waiting for that. Okay. Obviously, we will take. Every take, capture, trade, you name it, I'm there. Sign me up. Sign me up. Whoa. Lil bro just used the entire width of the board? What the heck? That's impressive. The vision. I guess we continue with the RPMs here and hit him with this one. Dang, that's impressive. Knight in here. Okay, let's just take that one. We got a trade to make. And we can follow up with that capture there. With any pass pawn, as soon as it starts pushing up the board, I think we know you have to get in front of it. So rook to a8 certainly makes sense. Rook needs to move. I'm feeling like just grabbing this pawn here. Can't be bad. Let's go. Man, he's playing well. I'm trying my best here. My king is so far away. I'm really not feeling good about this position. I guess we'll bring our rook into the middle, but I think my next idea just has to be bringing the king back in. This feels terrible. Okay, he's allowing me to take this one, and it is a fork. So maybe this is manageable after all. Okay, hang on. That's a free knight. Oh, okay. I suppose that's true too. Let's go ahead and take this. I'm taking all the pawns. I'd love to activate that king net. What? That's a free rook. What's Lil Bro doing? Okay, so he blunders a rook for free, and then now he blunders a queen for a rook? This guy's terrible. Okay, we got our snorkel here. Make sure to take our opponent's pawns. And now I think it's time, you know, king out. Make sure to push our pawns. So we're gonna try to do everything, right? Maybe we could just put this rook into the middle of the board. It's obviously where we want our king. And then at that point, we just want to use our pawns and go up the board. Okay. Try to save this. Put our rook into the middle, nice and safe. A trade. What? A trade. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Put our queen into the middle. We have another pawn. The trade is super helpful. Oh, and we are less than 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. So let's make sure to get some pre-moves going. Nice, easy pre-moves all the way to victory. Wow, look at us go. Under 10 seconds, pre-move to victory. Flawless, absolutely nothing to be concerned about in this position. Wow, I really enjoyed how those queens went up the board, and yeah, it worked out perfectly. There was nothing to be afraid of. If you're having trouble checkmating, boy, do I have a checkmate for you. It's the ladder. I'm just covering every square here, so eventually when I go again and go again, the king is going to be forced down into a checkmate position. So, all the way back here, it's unstoppable. The king can go anywhere. But eventually, I'm taking this and this. When I go here, obviously I give this up. But the king can't go that way anyway. So now I'm controlling this. And then when this queen goes here, the king can't cross that. So now I'm controlling this. And this, and this, and this, and this. And you can see how every single square will eventually be covered. And that just works out perfectly, doesn't it? Let's play e4. That was a remarkable move right off the bat. I'm just gonna play normally here. I'm not gonna bite. Okay, let's take the center, right? This is what we've been learning. What the heck is this? I mean, it's so hanging, I don't even know how to take it. Give me that. Bishop needs to move. It can't go here, so I guess here. There we go. That's a nice trade. And that's a nice castle. Nice. Hold on a second. Yep. Okay, we have a trade. We have a free piece. Obviously, we want to keep taking everything. All right. I guess we just stick to the habits. H3, right? Stick to the habits. Rook in the middle. This bishop needs to move. It can't go here, right? It can't go here. So, I mean, I guess we could go to our new favorite square, bishop g5, but what's it doing there? It's not hitting anything. So, I'm just going to go here, right? Keep it nice and controlled. And of course, we have the queen to follow, right? Bring that rook into the middle. We have the snorkel. Rooks are in. Okay, queen to e7. We're kind of hitting all the habits buttons here. How about a4? The greatest RPM the world has ever seen. The greatest RPM the world has ever seen. a4 in this position. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Pawn goes up. Well, we're going to stick with our RPMs here. Rook goes over to g6. All right. Big moment here. He's hitting us with everything he's got. You have to respect it. How do we handle a move like rook g6? Well, naturally, rook g6, red dot. We gotta move. Where the heck are we gonna go? The usual. Oh. Oh. Well, I think I might continue suffering here. I can't think of a move. Yeah, can't think of anything. Guess we're just gonna hit him with the RPMs, I guess. Hit him with the RPMs. Rook takes f2, naturally. Naturally had to try. So if we can't take this free piece, surely we can take this one. I mean, for some reason, just not possible. So we will take this free piece. Okay, here we go. I think we take with the rook, you know, maybe to double. I could see that being good. Okay, the pawn is pushed forward, which means our bishop has a decision. Just gotta squint at it. No, it doesn't look right, doesn't feel right. So, we gotta make this move. A trade I will gladly take. And I think at this point, just gotta hit him with the RPMs. Let's go. Okay, I suppose we kind of exhaust the RPMs here with this one. King gotta move. I mean, it's not really the end game, right? Because like I don't have a queen, but he does. So I'm not I'm not sure what the rules are. I love you, level 2. I love you, level 2 habits. That's a tic-tac if I've ever seen one. Oh, and just a complete and utter destruction of the guy. KO if I've ever seen one. The discovered attack. If you did what we talked about and went and drilled your custom tactics, you would have encountered probably almost this exact position. Your responsibility as you enter level 2 in habits is to know your tactics. It doesn't just mean, oh, you can play them now. Congrats, go do it. Go do what? You don't know what they are. You got to go practice them. You got to learn them. You're not just going to find forks because you won't know where the common ones are. You got to go do like 200 fork tactics for you to really understand common themes, patterns. You're like, oh, okay. You know, very often the king and the rook kind of get forked on this square, etc., etc. Very often a discovered check, discovered attack happens on that square. You're going to get used to that when you start looking at that tactic. Let's go. We are at 800. Beautiful.